promising new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Las Vegas. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The tackle made by
it was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waddle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. That's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, 85 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
18-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Carr. Looking for one, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Makes him better this.
And now the ball's out. Cole lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. One more time with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
9-yard line. A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Raiders pick it up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he will score. Touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Raiders 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. This will be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Chargers.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's second down. Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 22-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And the route is on here in this first half.
The score, Chargers 42, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the ground, this is Jackson. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Another interception. That's by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Just keep going. It's all right.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again, Carr. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 10. Here's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete 200.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 17, here's second and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Left side, Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
For the Charger field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Ball thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Darren.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third and long, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. That is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
And here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. CD, this defense defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
They'll run again with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for